Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Toxic Love. And on today's video, I wanted to talk about deceased NFL player and quarterback Steve McNair. Now, Steve McNair was born in a small tin-foil house in Mount Olive, Mississippi on February 14th of 1973. He had four brothers, Fred, Jason, Michael, and Tim. He attended Mount Olive High School as a freshman in the fall of 1987, where he played football, baseball, and basketball in addition to running track. As a junior, McNair led the Mount Olive Pirates to the state championship. McNair also played free safety in high school, and in 1990 alone, he intercepted 15 passes, raising his career total to 30, which tied the mark established by Terrell Buckley at Pascagoula High School. In all-state selection offense, McNair was named an All-American by Super Prep magazine. The Seattle Mariners drafted him in the 35th round of the 1991 MLB, aka Major League Baseball amateur draft. Also, he started his first two seasons with the Houston Oilers once he entered the NFL before the team relocated to Nashville, Tennessee. Played in the NFL for a total of 13 seasons. There, while with the Houston Oilers, McNair would become the first franchise quarterback of the Tennessee Titans. He also played for 2 seasons with the Baltimore Ravens. McNair played college football for the Alcorn State Braves, with whom he won a 1994 Walter Payton Award as the top player in NCAA Division IAA. He was elected 3rd overall by the Oilers in the 1995 NFL Draft, becoming the team's regular starting quarterback in 1997. Their first season in Tennessee, though he started 6 games over the prior 2 seasons in Houston, and remained the starting quarterback for the Titans through 2005. After the 2005 season, McNair was traded to the Ravens, with whom he played for 2 seasons before retiring. McNair appeared in the playoffs 4 times with the Titans, including their run to Super Bowl 35 in 2000, and made his final playoff appearance in 2006 with the Ravens. McNair was selected to the Pro Bowl 3 times and won an All-Pro and Co-MVP in 2003. McNair was the first African-American quarterback to win AP NFL MVP and remains, along with Cam Newton, aka Cameron Newton, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson, only winner for the win award. Now, fast forward to his death, the events leading up to that. On July 4, 2009, McNair was found dead from multiple gunshot wounds, along with the body of a 20-year-old woman named Sahel, quote-unquote, Jenny Cassidy, in a condominium rented by McNair in downtown Nashville. He was only 36 years old. Kazemi and McNair had been previously involved with each other romantically. The day of the shooting, text messages between the pair were exchanged proclaiming their love to one another, in which Kazemi texted the vehicle, quote-unquote, "You love me," in which McNair replied, "I love you, baby." There was also a conversation about financial issues where McNair transferred $2,000 to Kazemi, who claimed she was, quote-unquote, stressed and needed to pay her phone bill. McNair then offered to come over to check on her after she said her chest felt heavy. The night of his death, McNair put his children in bed. Then at 11 o'clock p.m., he texted Kazemi, "On my way." McNair, who was believed to have been asleep on a couch when the shooting occurred, was shot twice in the body and twice in the head, with only one of the shots coming from closer than 3 feet, 0.9 meters. After killing him, Kazemi sat on the couch beside him and shot herself in the temple. The bodies were discovered by McNair's friends Wayne Neely and Robert Gaddy, who called 911. The Nashville police declared McNair's death a murder-suicide. When Kazemi as the perpetrator, McNair as the victim. The 9mm gun used was found under Kazemi's body, and later tests revealed trace evidence of gunpowder residue on her left hand. Kazemi had a worsening financial situation and also suspected that McNair was in another extramarital relationship. 2 days before their deaths, Kazemi was pulled over in a black Cadillac Escalade in Nashville. McNair was in the passenger seat, and Vic Gordon, a chef at a restaurant McNair owned, was in the back seat. The vehicle was registered in the names of both McNair and Kazemi. She was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. McNair was not arrested, instead leaving in a taxi with Gordon, despite Kazemi repeatedly asking the arresting officer to tell McNair to come to the police car to talk to her. However, McNair later bailed Kazemi out of jail. The police later stated that after being released from jail, Kazemi purchased a gun from a convicted murderer she met while looking for a buyer for her kill. Titans owner Bud Adams released a statement regarding McNair. "We are saddened and shocked to hear the news of Steve McNair's passing today. He was one of the finest players to play for our organization, one of the most beloved players by our fans. He played with unquestioned heart and leadership and led us to places that we had never reached, including our only Super Bowl. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family as they did with his untimely passing." According to a statement to the AP, Ozzie Newsome, executive vice president and general manager of the Baltimore Ravens, stated, "This is so sad. We immediately think of his family, his boys. They are all in our thoughts and prayers. What we admire most about Steve when we played against him was his competitive spirit, and we were lucky enough to have that with us for 2 years. He is one of the best players in the NFL over the last 20 years. The Titans held a 2-day memorial at LP Field on July 8th and 9th, 2009, where fans could pay their last respects to McNair. Highlights of his career were played throughout each day, and fans were able to sign books that were later given to the McNair family. During the 2009 NFL season, every member of the Titans wore a commemorative 9-inch sticker placed on the back of each helmet to honor McNair. Funeral services were held for McNair at the Reed Green Coliseum on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi on July 11th. He was buried at Griffith Cemetery in Prentiss, Mississippi. McNair died without a last will and testament, and his assets were frozen pending probate of his estate. On October 15, 2010, it was reported that McNair's widow went to a Nashville judge and asked that at least a portion of the assets be unfrozen for his children's care, and expenses until the estate matters were resolved in court. The judge agreed, and each of the 4 children received $500,000. Once again, folks, and when it all comes down to a wet started off, once again, this is a case in point and prime example of what seemed to start off just fine as true love on behalf of this man being married and having a side piece that he thought that he could just keep on cheating behind his wife's back went, happened to turn out to be a fatal consequence, which gives reference, once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel's name, Toxic Love. Once again, make sure you also like the channel and my content on this channel. You subscribe to the channel, you comment on it, you share it as well. Until next time, you guys be safe.